Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a very special episode here on
The ankle.
Hey Amber.
Hello, honey. Welcome to my shit show.
So, you guys, we got some tea, and it's a day early. So, the reason why I wanted to wait on making and posting a video about this is because I ordered some of the books. I just didn't want any chance of her seeing this and being able to cancel it or anything in case it is her. I'm not saying it is definitively her, you guys, but let's just look at the evidence and I'll let you decide. You can make up your mind, But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe, become a channel member. So, you're probably wondering how this all started. Well, on one of the last Retro Reacts, where she read the Free Like a Bird, Maybe a Pigeon poem, and I said for someone to reverse Google search that. Well, one of you did. Spooky Fish. Thank you so much, hon. You led me down this rabbit hole. I Googled that first line, and there's a lot of stuff with it, but not the whole poem. But Amazon is selling a journal called Free Like a Bird, Maybe a Pigeon by Damon White. Now, if you've been in Girl World for a minute now, you know who Damon White is. It's the Black gay man that Amberlynn impersonated so that she could infiltrate hate groups about her. I wouldn't even say hate groups, just discussion groups. And she would go in there and pretend to be someone else, trying to vaguely criticize herself, but then giving herself ass pats and validating herself as well. It's very weird. It's very, very weird. But there is a seller on Amazon by the name of Damon White. They had this. So once I saw this, blah, 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 almost $20 for a fucking hardcover journal. Bitch, fuck off. From this, I went to the person's selling page. They don't have a definitive page set up. So you just kind of have to filter through and see what's written by Damon White. But you can very clearly see what is written by them and what isn't, because it's all Amberlynn stuff. It's all stuff that she has talked about, and we just gotta dive in, guys. Like I said before, I'm not saying that this is her, but it would make a whole lot of fucking sense, wouldn't it? So the first book here, it's called Love Is. I mean, just by the cover, it looks a little gay. I don't mean that in a bad way. The rainbow flag, everything about it, okay. And we know Amberlynn loves love. Let's take a look at the back here. I do apologize. It's very, very tiny. I'm having to read it off of my phone. But yeah, if you want, you can screenshot it, or I don't know. Damon White is a lover. Also, peep the photos that they use, because it's all just random photos or paintings of some guy. Damon White is a lover. He deeply loves daily. He will especially love that you bought and read this book. Oh, that is such an Amberlynn thing. Come on. Photo of Damon is entitled, Give That Man a Slice of Bread. Weird. Love is ... a collection of themes based upon love in action rather than simply descriptions about love. The reader is thrust into action with love like in a race car, and whether a driver or passenger, the reader will experience high speeds and the exciting chase love presents when in action. This type of book is a rare find, and for those seeking to share a real love in action and commune as one, here you go. Love is an interactive book of, by, and for the heart. Interactive, interesting, because just in the Retro React that I put out for members today, she picked up a journal that is supposed to be like a couple's journal like activity thing. So that's interesting to me. Okay, so the next one, propped presequence. What the fuck does that even mean? By Damon White. All right, and then we go to the back. Damon wrote this story while he was a marvelous Madison Maverick. What the fuck is that? At that time, he was more interested in football, basketball, baseball, and girls, and had little interest in philosophy, even though his classmates recall him to be quite the philosopher. Photo taken of a young, cocky Damon as a mighty Murchison matador. What? Dude, this is fucking weird. I didn't read these before, okay? I just kind of wanted to go into it blind. This is weird. At 16, Damon solved the question of free will and predestination, okay, which he demonstrates throughout this book. Yet, as insightful as that might be and useful for one of us dealing with an issue concerning free will and predestination, okay, fucking A. His discovery of a new way to think on things is the marvel of this book. Traditionally, we are taught that one must think either one or the other opposing concepts and then defend that concept as valid in order to invalidate the other concept. Oh my god, dude, this is such a mouthful. If one is just a being of free will, then no destiny can truly do more than be a hindrance or obstacle in the expression and manifestation of one's free will. And if one... Oh my god. This is so hard to do. It's so tiny. Where the fuck was I? And if one believes in the destiny of all things, the concept of free will appears like a variable that could lead one astray from destiny and into confusion. Damon, though, offers new insight into this ancient perspective toward opposing concepts by acknowledging that we are capable of seeing and using both fully to formulate a perspective of fullness on life and how life is meant to be and how life is meant to be lived. Damon integrates two seemingly opposing concepts, stretching the bounds of present thought. A must-read for any free thinker. Good lord, dude. The more I'm reading of this, the more I'm thinking it's actually fucking Amberlynn. And she definitely had to have plagiarized some of this stuff. That will be talked about also. Don't worry, we will bring that up too. Now this one is where my ears really perked up. The inevitable versus destiny. Interesting choice of words, right? I know, like, they seem to use the word destiny a lot, and I think, like, it's kind of a double meaning, like, thing for Amber, you know? So I found this very interesting, you guys. There's so many little hints here or there. Okay, once again, another random photo. It's just a painting of someone that doesn't look like the other people. Damon White is a philosopher, an artist, now an author. Soon he will be an actor. Still considers himself an athlete. This is definitely Amber. You can't fucking tell me otherwise. This seems like sociopathic. Portrait of Damon is 1 hour color study by the master artist, Jack White. Girl, what? This clash between an audacious titan and a demure Olympian begins. The sway of inevitability is more powerful upon the masses than any lessons of morality, principles of ethics, designs of reason, conclusions of logic, or bombasts of fear. This is definitely Amber. What is that, one of her fucking poems? The inevitable versus destiny. Isn't destiny inevitable? So, what? Tells a philosophical tale of grand deceptions and grandiose dreams. If the inevitable and destiny resemble someone, this is not a coincidence. Oh, such is because they do resent what? They do in you. What takes place here is happening within you, whether you are aware or not. Most important that we become aware for the inevitable is pulling at us, so as to offset or even replace our destiny and beguile us into mollifying our spiritual resources. This bitch picked up a fucking thesaurus and just wanted to sound so smart. So stock up on refreshments, share some uninterrupted time with us. Why is the us capitalized? Sit back and open up this portal to the deepest trenches of your inner world. You have kept yourself waiting to enjoy this great adventure for long enough. See you when you come up for air. Interesting. And then there's another journal for sale. And it's Hootenberry, which, as we know, is one of Amberlynn's little sayings. And then there's this book called Philosophical Fragments. The what it is, the what it is not, and the what can never be. This is so Amberlynn. Oh my god. Oh, there's no way. There's no way. Damon White has been a carny for 10 days. Jesus, this dude does everything, huh? He learned the deep, dark secrets to beating the games rigged against the marks at each and every carnival. That's Amberlynn's fucking dream right there, dude. And then once again, another random photo of someone. For 5 hours in the fall of 2000, this engaging interplay between the what it is and the what it is not erupted from within Damon. Seeing no ending ahead, the beginning appeared adequate to let this conceptual drama unfold. What transpired is a glimpse into the formulation of the thought process itself. The what it is, the what it is not, and the what can never be is an intellectual exercise to test the ability of any level of thinker to think purely at the deepest and highest levels. Whether one elevates or excavates, the book is a must-read. Oh my god, dude. Well, you can surely tell that whoever this person is thinks very fucking highly of themselves in their writing, which, hey, that resembles our girl, right? And then another hardcover journal, but it's not for sale. This, like, it's unavailable. Like a Monster Truck in the Nightlife. Is that an Amberlynn thing? Never really heard it, but, like, I mean, it fits, right? And then another not available for sale hardcover journal. Good Lord, the Beanbag's in a Hurry. I mean, come on. Come on. The presence of the path. And didn't she talk recently about like yin and yang and all that? So, interesting. The presence of the path. I asked myself a simple question, or so I thought. What is the origin of the yin-yang symbol? Amberlynn has literally asked herself this before. The question is simple enough if anyone actually knew the answer. Instead, I found out that many attempt to replace the actual answer with an answer geared to stop anyone from actually asking the simple question. I did not stop. Girl, I'm sure there's a very clear-cut fucking history to it. Why are you being so dumb? And being like, you know what? No, they're lying to me. It's deeper than this. This has to be Amberlynn, you guys. I simply altered how I asked the question. Rather than ask from a perspective whereby the answer and I were separated by an unknowing, I asked to summon an answer that already belonged to us. The result is worthy of this book, and the answer shall astound any and all by how all and any are simplistically enhanced through a profound new awareness. Dude. Was this written by a 15-year-old? The origin of the yin-yang symbol has less to do with the interpretation of balancing the opposites and more to do with our discovery of the path of paths and awakening our presence to see the way. You may have read a lot of books in your lifetime, yet this is the first time a book will read you. Oh my god, this has to be Amberlynn. Shut the fuck up. But girl, you're like, okay, if this isn't Amberlynn, whoever is writing this book is completely discrediting a long cultural history of that symbol. Like, ew. It's not just whatever you want to fucking interpret it as, dude. It's like deeply rooted into cultures. Like, oh my god. Damon White, Dewdrop, a story on significance. Girl. This is so cringe. Dew is a drop of rain. He enjoys being rain until he meets him. Him, a different drop from all the rest. He claims he can fly, and worse, claims Dew can as well. What? This is fucking weird. So begins the adventure of Dew and the mysterious, colorful drop named Bo. The pair forge a new path in our hearts and minds, whereby they show that a life of success, riches, and fame is not a life well lived without significance. Okay, Amber. Damon White is a fortune teller. Oh, he's fucking everything, huh? Instead of reading your future by examining the creases and calluses of your palms, which Amberlynn did recently, didn't she? Interpreting images and numbers on tarot cards, which Amberlynn has been doing recently. Or gazing deeply into the starry murk of a crystal ball. I'm surprised she doesn't have one. He tells a story which finds a certain fortune within you. Dewdrop's fortune is significance. Oh, she thinks she's going to be fucking significant one day. Okay, girl. Yeah, you're a life lesson. Now, this publication date is for the food book that is in here. We'll get to that one in a bit, guys. Check the date, though. 2014. Very interesting. Crystal era. Okay? So maybe she was doing this even back then. The fuck? Reading age. 1 year and up. This is for all of them, not just like the coloring books or shit like that. Like 1 year and up. Dew is a drop of rain for 1 year and up. Great job, Amber. And then there's a Thanksgiving coloring book for kids. Who else do we know likes coloring books and Thanksgiving? Because it's all food. She just wanted to find pictures of food. Cheap food tactics. Now, this is the only one that is reviewed on this site. And I also find this interesting because in the Big Cherry Retro React that will be out tomorrow, we learn of this new app that Amberlynn is using, which just has very basic nutritional information and food hacks and tips in it. How much you want to bet that Amberlynn plagiarized some of the information from that app and put it into this book? Because this book allegedly came out only a few months after she started using that app. Okay. And then the review says, cheap book, cheap effort. Very little actual content. The book is short, tells you things that are public knowledge, and doesn't really offer any meaningful tips. Now, Amberlynn here, we know her to be a very shallow, surface level knowledge type of person. So that's not surprising. If this is her, you guys, and I seriously have a sneaking suspicion that it might be, we know that that's exactly how she thinks. It's very surface level. It's, you know, stuff that most of us already knew, but it's so astoundingly surprising to Amberlynn to learn about. Now, I said that I did order some of the books, and I did. I ordered 3 of them. So, I mean, we can take a look at those, I guess, when they come in. I don't want to do too much of them because, like, they are copyrighted content, so, you know. But I got The Inevitable versus Destiny, Love Is, and Philosophical Fragments, just because those sound to be, like, maybe the most interesting ones with what we're, like, looking for here. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I definitely really want to know your thoughts on this, just because it's crazy. If this is real, if this is actually Amberlynn, then Damon White goes back way further than we thought it did, because this is all from 2015, 2014, like, or not all of it, but some of it. Like, how's that possible? How is it possible that they are making references to Amberlynn related stuff, but from 2014, right? Do we see how, like, convoluted that could be? But anyways, guys, thank you so, so much for tuning in, and thank you for hearing me out if you did. Like I said, I'm not saying that it is 1,000% definitively her. I just think it would be quite freaking funny. But we'll see once the books come. Maybe there's something in there that Amberlynn claims she wrote, like a poem or something, that would give it away. But who knows? Who knows, guys? But yeah, thank you so much once again. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe. Become a channel member. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.